Okay, everybody. So this is Ian, and welcome back to Mindful Marketplace. And in this video, we're going to continue to explore the brand new community feature that Podia, the online software for courses and digital downloads and email marketing and affiliate programs and membership sites, all that sort of stuff, has just released this brand new interactive community element, which allows your users to create profiles and post content and share files and do all sorts of cool and creative things that really turn Podia into something that is quite analogous to Circle or Mighty Networks or Tribe or any of those sorts of buddy press, buddy boss analogs in the software as a service space. So we've been using Podia for years. Partners.mindfulmarketplace.com is the current URL where we host our content and courses. And I'm just going to show you as I explore the new community, uh, feature set, let's call it, myself in real time. So again, this just came out today. I have no idea what does what just yet. I'm just kind of learning the the way to navigate through this. So everything is pretty much driven by topics. And as you can see here in the left-hand sidebar, we have three topics: enlighten up, general, and all topics. And enlighten up is, this was a topic that I created. General, I believe, kind of ships with your base community. So as soon as they turned on this community feature, I believe I had a general a topic assigned to me, and then all topics. If I click on this, you'll see all the topics in our community. All right, so some of these haven't yet been fully set up yet because this just came out today. So things like setting a feature image for the top of your topic, some of these I just haven't gotten to yet, but you can see others I have. So for an example, here is the Enlighten Up category. It has 577 members, and of course these are folks who kind of came over from the previous membership settings, yesterday, right? So all this took place today. The change and the 577 members here are now part of this topic in the community segment. And really, what I like about the way Podia has structured this is you can have unlimited topics, at least on the higher plans. I think there's a lower plan where they limit. That's a non-COVID cough. They limit how many topics you can have. But in the middle plans and up, you can have unlimited topics, which is great. And it is different than Circle, for an example, which does have they use spaces in their jargon or language or parlance, and spaces are predicated on the plan that you're on. So if you're on the base plan, I believe you have like 10 spaces. If you're on the next up plan, you have 20 or 25 spaces. So they do kind of meter the amount of space, no pun intended, they give you, or in Podia's parlance, topics, again, by dint of how much you're paying. And I can see where, from that standpoint, cost would be something that would, kind of move in Podia's favor here. I mean, they are very different. I think a lot of people in my audience are going to be naturally interested in comparing this to Circle. They're both really great pieces of software. I love Circle. I pay for it. I use it now. I've paid for it for over a year, and I highly recommend it. And we use it. And Podia, I've been paying for probably 5 years, 4 years, 5 years. I'm not sure. When they first released the membership feature, which is now community, I think I paid for that on the very first day it was available, and it's just a beautiful piece of software, well thought out, well designed. There are things that I prefer about Podia over Circle in some respects here, as I can tell the community features are rolling out. And there are things I prefer from Circle's position or perspective as a user over Podia, insofar as what I can see thus far, what's available. So let's look at the topics. Um, and one of the things I really like is you can pin things to the top, right? So this is a pinned post by us, and you can see this is me. And if I dive into this a little bit, here is a longer post, right, with a video, and there's, comments and all this other stuff. Multiple videos, all of which you can paste right into the Podia editor, which is great. And the Podia editor accepts, I think, like 1,900 different sorts of uh, kinds of embedded content, which is great. Circle does very well there too, but they just do it differently. And I think, feature to feature, Podia is probably a better bet there as well. But the thing I really like is you can edit post, you can unpin, you can delete post, all of these things from the little three dots up here. And I think largely for me, the things that I do the most frequently is edit and pin posts within Podia. And the fact that now you have the ability to create topics that allow you to pin posts rather than before, you in the membership, in the previous version of this, you'd have a membership with your pinned posts, and I could have like 7 or 8 pinned posts, and that means that anything else I'm adding is getting buried and pretty much not read by anybody, because the people who are coming to the community are generally kind of reading chronologically. So if you have a bunch of things that are really important, let's say like this was 6 days ago, and let's say I really wanted people to read this, but I had other things that were a little bit more important, like rules, regulations, terms of service, big announcements. I would find that people just would not get to the buried posts or to the posts that were not pinned. And that was very frustrating. This allows you to curate this a little bit better by dint of using topics. So you can assign topics to, let's say, create a topic like very important or read first. Let's do that here. So you can see this in real time. And really, I can see this in real time because I haven't done this yet. So the really nice facet of using topics to pin posts is that you can have 1 or 2 pin posts per topic and not have this like long, you can curate or segment the the content that you want folks to really look at first by virtue of using topics, and you're going to find that people are going to be much more, likely, at least my belief is, to read, to drill down further in the individual posts that are not pinned thereafter. Probably said that badly, and I'll revisit that idea later. All right. The nice thing here is you can also use Unsplash to add images, so you don't have to necessarily have them on your computer. And here's where you have the settings for access points: open, private, or public. And this is really important too. Like, can anyone with access to this topic make a post, or is it just you that is kind of posting topics or posting content? And this is the thing that really, I think, is the differentiator that will distinguish or differentiate, I guess, this version of Podia from the previous version. You have the ability to give your audience the the pen, so to speak. They can have the podium. They can speak and write and share and upload content, and it doesn't have to be this one directional fire hose where you're the only one kind of talking at everybody. This really allows for user generated content, which is great for SEO, it's great for your brand, it's great for the community, and it's really just a fantastic way of opening up your Podia storefront to your entire community in a much more engaging, entertaining, and kind of skin in the deal sort of way. So let's create this topic. rather than you being the singular voice and you're always the one who's talking at everyone else, which is generally the way most of these, kind of communities, product creators, communities run. All right, so if we go back to topics, you're going to see we have a new topic, I hope. We do. Read this, important announcements first. I can follow this. So now there's one person following it, which is me. I wonder if I can pin this to the top. It doesn't look like you can position these yet. So let's say I wanted this to be lower. I don't know yet. I'm not sure if that can be done. I certainly haven't read through the help docs yet, but I will. And I'm going to come back with another video on doing some other things with the members tab, which you can see here. So here are the the members of our community. I don't want people's emails showing up on YouTube, so I'm going to get out of that. But that's something that I really haven't explored in a lot of detail yet, and will be very important to our community. So I know I kind of stammered that out, but the Circle community has really robust profiles, and they're rolling out this new directory feature, which I'm really excited about. In other words, you can now make your Circle community into a full sort of like Yelp-like or professional directory, which is a big part of our business in the past, and it's something I really want to do going forward in 2022. So I don't quite know that Podia is going to be able to do this in the robust way that we would need. So Circle still feels like the tool for that particular job. But I'm going to explore all this, and I'll do another video on the members area in the next hour or so. So if you're interested in seeing how all that looks, we'll cover that next. Thank you so much. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. Again, this is Ian from Mindful Marketplace. If you sign up for Podia using our affiliate link, our Mindful Marketplace affiliate link, send me an email, mindfulmarketplace@gmail.com, and I'll send you some extra workflows and worksheets and workshops that we're doing on creating content for brand builders and professional publishers and people like yourselves. Okie doke, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.